Welcome to tonight's conversation. As usual, no one belongs in jail for weed. And that's what I and my channel and everything's about. Fighting to release all cannabis prisoners. Get our federal rights back to cannabis and hemp. Get our firearm rights back. You know, things people aren't talking about. Either they don't know or they don't care. Whichever the case, you know, they should. For those that don't know, I am 420 Jim. Good evening, Michelle. How are you? I'm doing great. Mr. Will, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing great, yo. I'm doing great. I got a feeling Doug's gonna show up anytime and show off the car, the sound system, because he's got the tow truck out here charging the battery up so he can play with it a minute. Everything looks tight and clean. Everything looks tight and clean is all I can say. So I even sprayed it down with some brake cleaner, wiped everything down. So yeah. I told you. What did I tell you? Yeah, it's Doug playing around. He'll get mad if I don't show you it. He got the trunk closed. I wanted to see the lights. That made his day. That made his day. Me showing off his ride. It is sweet. He'll never get the money out of it that he's got in it. He knows that. So it's actually not for sale. He's going to pass it down to his daughter and son there. Yeah, I could use some in the RV, but nothing like that. Yeah, Will, I mean, I don't know what else it could be. I don't know what else it can be. And it didn't leak. It didn't leak as bad before I put that other seal in. That's what makes me think it was the seal. It's leaking 2 or 3 times as much with that new seal than the old one. It didn't leak when it was setting. Not that I know of. You know, I never really seen puddles or spots or anything like that. Yeah, she's leaking twice, if not 3 times as much. Ho, ho, ho to you too. For those that are new and don't know, this is that nobody belongs in jail for weed. My legal name, 420 Jim, cannabis advocate. I have been 11 years now. I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. When I tell you my name's 420 Jim, that is my legal name. July 8th of 2019, a judge made it my legal name. And this is a mobile billboard that I drive across country that I'm putting the transmission seal in tomorrow and getting back on the road to Florida and then Washington, D.C. I'm here at my friend's house. He has a tow company here. But see, no one belongs in prison for weed. And you can help out by screenshotting and signing that petition. Cannabis heals. Jesus saves. Marijuana heals. He gave us every herb-bearing seed. He did not stutter and say, oh, except weed. You know what I mean? Oh, it drains that battery in an instant, don't it?
Oh, boy.
Well, I see that every beat.
I get no power.
Yeah.
I gotta run out the tow truck. I still can't get power.
I know. I see it draining it down every time it dumps.
I can't get it down.
Yeah.
This kid's alive now. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that was gunfire.
That's gunfire. We're gonna get the weed so I can smoke? Or we and Jim can smoke?
Isn't it sitting right here? Oh, I was gonna say if it's sitting right there, I could have reached it for you, Doug, but I don't know where it's sitting. Hey, can I sit on that? Yeah.
I'm over there shorter than an ox. That's a Yeti.
Oh, I thought it looked like a nice cooler.
That's like a $400 one.
Tell Doug there's a bunch of groceries in the trunk.
Nah, there's a bunch of meat in that mother grillers. They want to come out. One of these days, I'll get it back to one. One of these days. Somebody over here thinks she's going to drive it. Don't you? Why are you going to drive that car? You want to drive that car or not?
Any car, Dad.
Huh?
She'll drive any car.
Oh, she'll drive that one.
Yeah.
She wants to dote on this car, man.
No, I already know she's going to pick up a point for him. She'll be king shit then. She'll be king shit and won't run around.
Hey, at 18, a kid will drive anything. It's got an engine and wheels.
Don't get that car. That little girl be riding around pimp.
Oh, well, no.
For real.
Now, that's a hell of a car for an 18-year-old to run around, yeah.
Put the wheels back on it. Shit. I guess.
Not that I know of. The torque converter is not wet at all. It's solid dry. What makes you think that it's just not a bad seal? Hey, Doug, what do you think that is? Do you think the bad seal? I mean, it's leaking almost 3 times as much than it was before.
Joe, you got sold Joe.
Yeah, he agrees with me too.
Parts. You got shitty China made parts.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's all possible. All that's possible, but the torque converter is totally dry. If they had a crack or anything on that torque converter, they would be fluid, dust with dirty stuff like that. Nah. Oh, call me Skip. Doug just called me Skip. But I'm just thinking it's a bad seal. Yeah, the pump bolt, all the bolts on the pump housing. Oh, you was telling me it can't be a pump seal.
That is the pump seal.
Huh? That is the pump seal. The front seal is the pump seal on that.
Exactly.
So, Doug says that front seal is the actual pump seal.
There's only one pump in the turbo 400.
Huh?
There's only one pump in the turbo 400.
Yeah.
Only one pump.
Only one pump?
Yeah, one.
Only one in the turbo. Okay.
Same with 350. I got one pump. Like this.
Doug's pretty sure he's got one here,
I gotta find it.
and he's gonna try and find it. If not, we'll go by a transmission shop tomorrow. And I'm gonna buy another one.
Alexis, come here.
Can I show you what? Can I show you inside what? Inside the housing? Every one of them bolts are tight, and there's no fluid on them, no nothing, my man. The walls are all dry, and the torque converter is completely free of any tight fluid or anything. I think it was a cheap, bad seal. And I really think that when it came down and the torque converter, I told you, came out a bit, come about halfway out and dropped down, and I just left it overnight. I wasn't going to mess with it no more.
Alexis.
Maybe it,
I'm not going to order food unless you listen.
being half out overnight caused it to kink the seal or something. You know, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's the seal.
Alexis.
Had it not popped out halfway and I just let it set for the night instead of jacking it up, pushing it in and all, I wouldn't be as convinced. But the fact that the seals were all brand and so damn cheap and all, and the fact that I may have put it in a little bit of a bind, and a cheap seal in a little bind, you know, perfect storm. Or that's the lines I'm thinking, especially because it leaks more. You know, like a damaged seal. I don't know. Oh, he said the pump behind that has a seal for the pump, but it can't get past the front seal. The front seal seals everything in that transmission, Will. I mean, I know that. Nothing can get past. If there's a seal leaking within the transmission, if the front seal's good, it can't leak past it. Because, I mean, that's what that seal's designed for, to keep all the fluid in, right? Doug.
Ooh, that's a bad deal.
I see the bolts in a circle. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
You see this guy towing this Rolls Royce. He don't know what he's doing. He about to be a live troll. Yeah, he about to go his ass.
Jim, hi. That was a little man telling you hi. Oh, the little man. You're little man. Oh, okay. Okay. I had to think there for a minute. Right on. Thank you. Tell him much love.
Ooh. Oh.
Hey. Oh, well, yeah, but see, there's no fluid leaking from that.
Man,
I mean, maybe, I don't know. Hey,
Check it out.
Doug,
yeah.
he says the six bolts around it, that's a seal where it bolts up.
No, that's the steel that unbolts the input shaft. That's to go inside the internal.
So there's nothing but...
No, he does not know what he's talking about. That's completely fucking wrong. That unbolts the inside of the fucking transmission. You're bolting the inside of the transmission. You have a big angle that bolts into the transmission. That's how you go inside of it to rebuild it. No.
No.
Correct.
No.
The fucking seal is on the outside of the transmission. You have one on each side. I can show you on the truck or anything right there. You have one on the output shaft, which will be the drive shaft.
And then,
you have the input that comes from the engine.
But he's saying there's a seal around that.
No, that's...
Or a gas.
I've never seen them leak, not once in my ever life. No. It's going to be the fucking seal, like a rear main seal on the engine. Like it goes around the crank. That's what's leaking. Not... I've never seen one with 80,000 miles. Impossible. Ain't happening.
Right on, Michelle. Tell him I said thank you. Much love back to him.
Oh my god, I did! I thought you were joking!
See, I don't know. I told you I am dumb and stupid when it comes to transmissions. But I know Doug built race cars or had race cars and stuff, and you know, so I don't know. And I know you work on cars too, Mr. Wills. I don't know.
No. It's the input shaft. The input shaft seal is no good. That's where the torque converter goes into the transmission and locks into the transmission.
Well, what I'm saying, if there's any other seals behind this, it don't matter because this is the final thing, right?
The transmission will be fucked. The transmission would not be working correctly if that was right. You wouldn't have made it from fucking Topeka to here. It would not have happened.
Yeah.
No. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not dumb. I'm not calling nobody else dumb, but I'm not fucking idiot. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, if they don't lock in, it can bust the pump. Yeah, but see, you keep...
If you don't lock it in, you burn the pump up.
You keep thinking I didn't lock it in.
No,
but see, hang on, I know better. It won't go together. It won't go together. There's not enough clearance on my engine.
You're wrong.
It will not. No.
It will.
Because I didn't have it locked in the first time I went to do it. When I went to bolt it out, it would not go in. No,
that just happened to my buddy.
Took it back out and locked it in.
But listen, transmission, I just put transmission in my buddy's truck. I just towed it. I got fruit in the pudding. They towed it. I towed it because they put the transmission, did like converter in. He went to drive it. And so I drive it. He said, rev it up. And it burnt up the pump in the transmission.
Well, I say, I never ran it. I'm saying I couldn't bolt it together because I didn't have it in there. Yeah. Because if it would have bolted together and I started, it would have. Yeah.
It would have been done. 30 seconds, man.
But that's how I knew about locking them in, Will. Because the first time I went and put that tranny up, when I replaced the engine, I think I had trouble then, and you told me about asked me if I'd locked it in or something. I'm not 100% sure, but you or someone asked me if I locked it in, and I backed it back out, lowered it down, and boom, it went in another, inch or two. So I learned from that very first time, and I think it was you that taught me that the first time. I don't know.
Listen, I'm not giving no calls. You ain't listening. You ain't telling what I tell you. I'm taking all that. You go get my cigarette. I ain't gonna see it. No calling, no nothing. I'm dead ass serious. Because I told you to come here. You didn't come here. When I called you out.
And that's what I'm really watching this time. When I put this new seal in and I slide that torque converter, man, I'm going to baby that every inch up of the way to make sure it don't come forward at all. Yeah.
Go get my cigarette, please. Please go get them. They're right around there, over there somewhere.
But I kind of think it was when the transmission fell
Why you
Of
never
course,
said
it's
how
leaning
hard to
against
deal
the
with?
engine, tail shaft's down, but the torque converter came out, and I couldn't turn it around, so it was in a little bit of a bind.
Another day, but what ain't today?
I'm pretty sure. And you know, looking at it, setting overnight, maybe on an old bind, and maybe I screwed up that new seal.
Why you have to get it in there? Why can't you get it from just walking? Oh well, we break it. I don't care. What do you want me to do? Yeah, that's your deal. Call grandma.
Well, shit like that happens.
Call grandma.
Will.
Tell grandma.
I don't drive like a race car.
Sure, don't do it. If you want to do it, you argue with your mama. I said don't do it, but if you want
No,
to
it's
do
not
it.
called don't do it, but if you want to do it, it's called don't do it, put it up, period.
Where's the charger?
He doesn't have a choice.
Where's the charger?
Why are you doing it
All
for
right,
choice?
listen, where's the charger? How come
Somewhere.
it's sitting on the charger?
Because we don't know what the charger is. It's
Sure,
not
put it over there
break
until
if
you
I roll
get
it
the
down a
charger.
hill.
Now.
I don't know where it is. Find something else to play it down the hill. Put it right in my car.
I'll trade with you. Grab her. Grab her.
Take it in one hole.
I know, how much is that?
That's all you've been talking about. Shoot cat, shoot cat, shoot cat. Look, look. See, Doug loves them. Doug loves them
This
cats.
motherfucker only got one eye.
You know, Doug loves them cats.
Chill out. Chill out.
They don't like him now.
No, this one knows. I'm not gonna hurt him.
One eye. I know you won't hurt him.
We named her
No.
Gypsy before she lost her
Jet,
eyes.
stop. Stop. I think it's because of truck running.
Probably.
So that stupid cat only got one fucking eye. That's the reason I took care of that one.
They don't make it a stupid cat, but
Yeah, it is.
you
This
know.
motherfucker only got one eye.
How does that make it stupid?
Because she's stupid. That's it.
How would you feel if you had one eye? That happened to me.
I don't want to go get my gun and put it and kill it. So it's rather I'd be nice and let it live and do all that, take care of it, or I shoot the motherfucker.
Yeah, well, take care
I'm
of it.
being honest.
Yeah, take care of it. Be that nice guy.
Now, that one ain't too bad. That one ain't not too bad. No, that black one, oh man, he is a terrorist. He's like Osama bin Laden. I'm telling you, yeah, for real.
That's one you want to go drop off at the mall.
I put him underneath the back tires of the dually.
It's not hurt an animal. There's something wrong with it. It makes you mad.
I don't care about that. But I just let him be here.
Yeah, it would. That cat went out here, got his paw broke or something, started limping towards him.
Nah,
He'd take it to the hospital.
I mean, I'm up for dead. I refuse to put any money into any of them, no more. I spent $2,000 on the one I had. That was mine though. That's recent. I spent $2,000. Yeah. In a week and a half. $2,000. I was broke as hell. See, I was starving. I was working my nuts off, I was starving. Then he died. I got 3 days, he died. But I had that cat he was something different. Yeah, that was my gray cat. He was solid gray like a blue. He was like a bluish gray color.
Yeah.
But I answered he was a little baby. But he was a good cat. He was bad, yeah. But he was good. So I love him.
I had a cat, me and my daughter's mom, Julie, when we worked the carnival.
I love him.
That cat loved riding the Himalaya. It looked forward to me getting it under break time and me and Julie go ride the Himalaya. That cat loved riding the Himalaya.
I'll show you. I got him right here. I got a picture of him right here. Look, right here.
The Himalaya. Yeah, the one that goes around the track, the fast one. Yeah, oh, that cat loved riding with us. Hey, and it was a black cat.
Look right
People
here.
would get off the ride. I ain't riding no black cat.
Yeah, look right here.
Yeah, it's a black screen.
Oh. Here you go.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
He was a pretty cat. Well,
Yeah, he had pretty eyes and all. But yeah,
now,
a blue.
Now you can see.
I seen it, it's a blue.
He was a good cat. Shit, I had him for a long time. Me and him was brother. Shit, that was my cat. That motherfucker, he slept with me.
Well, I'm sure you've seen it all, and you're just trying to help and whatnot.
Yeah, that motherfucker comes to sit in the bathroom.
But you know, by me telling you about me having the transmission in bind and all that, you know, I think it's a better chance it's that seal. I really do. I think it's a better chance that when it dropped down, it may have kinked the seal, did whatever.
It hurt, man.
Although I looked at the seal and it didn't look screwed up or nothing.
My leg ain't gonna take it.
But it don't take nothing of much to screw one up anyway. And whether you could tell, I don't know.
Look on the drum side, there's a knob. The lights, turn it down real quick. Hey, you want to drive it out?
You want done?
Listen, you want to drive it
These
out?
lights to be turned down a notch.
We'll shut them off. You want to drive, motherfucker? You gotta learn.
Why do I gotta know about the
Listen,
lights?
you want to drive the truck.
Can I turn them on and off and stuff when you need them?
Trust me, take her right now and let her drive my tow truck.
And don't even have to operate the lights.
I'll let her drive it. Listen, I let her drive it once. I'm not gonna let her drive it no more until she listens. Until she learns to listen.
Yeah.
She has to learn. That's what I'm doing.
Especially behind the wheel.
Actually, that's me driving.
What, trying to street race or something like
Now
that?
you're doing donuts at the church.
Oh.
Donuts. Like this.
Oh. Who's doing that? Somebody?
Somebody got a car. Have fun. I ain't mad at them.
Oh, I ain't mad at him.
They found a place to do it, so they ripped them. They were pop.
Cool.
Right?
I wondered what it
Ain't my
was.
deal.
Oh,
Ain't
it's
my
Challenger. Black Challenger.
Hey, it keeps the asphalt well rubbered, so don't, you know.
There's a lot of burnouts over there. A lot of burnouts. That's where we take the go-kart.
Yeah, I've seen Junior. Well, I haven't seen you ride it. I've seen
I'll get some
Junior.
videos of him riding it.
Yeah.
I was like, her, she wants to drive all these cars. She gotta learn.
I know how to drive. I drive Pam's truck all the time.
Listen, you can not have a fucking drive.
You have to let her
Crash
practice.
parking the car in the front of the house.
You crash. What you falling for?
Right? That's not
That's crashing.
You done that.
That car was a piece of shit.
And he got good brakes.
No, it was.
Little girl.
Well, you gotta let her have practice so she learns how to
He's
do
never
that.
seen
So
me
let her
drive
fight
a
over my
car.
tow truck?
No. I didn't say that.
Because she was begging to drive from the gas station.
I tried.
So let me go from the gas station. Let me go. Okay, yeah, well, so I can have a heart attack.
I literally when I was driving Pam's truck.
Hell, Doug wouldn't let me drive that truck.
I've already drove it before.
I don't know. I better let her drive it. I don't know her driving my tow truck.
You let her drive it before.
Lay the car in the garage. Don't want to drive that motherfucker with me. Fuck that. I'm scared to let her drive it now. I told her, I'm going to tow it to the Chiefs parking lot, and we're going to put it in the Chiefs parking lot where there is no way you can wreck. No way you can crash.
There you
You
go.
crash there, you're a fucking idiot. You are fucking stupid. Like, you do not need to drive a car if you crash there. But
Yeah.
big ass parking lot. Like I told him, I said, you crash the go-kart. Here, we don't need a go-kart. Because you can't fucking drive.
Yeah.
Like, no. It's a giant parking lot, dude. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's fucking huge. It's impossible.
Most people back in the
Impossible
day,
in my mind, if you crash a car.
back in the day,
Chiefs parking lot.
everybody used to go to Walmarts and Kmarts and stuff.
God damn, man, just forget it, man. You crash there, we need to forget everything of driving and all that business.
Before Walmart was 24 hour and all that stuff, back we had Kmarts and all that.
I would tow that car up there, and we'll set on the ground, and we can drive it there.
People would go to the shopping centers and teach the kids how to drive back then. Me, I was just throwing the keys and said, move that truck. The very first semi I drove.
Turn the music on and turn the beat up. That's what you want to do. She want to turn the music on. That's what you want to do. Bullshit. So she in that moment, she'll be like, how do I control the subwoofer? How do I control the music? Yeah. That's what's going to happen. She'll see a big old wheel sticking out. She'll be like, oh yeah, how I ride this motherfucker. See, I ain't no dummy.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going back.
Right. I think experience to figure out how to turn the music on.
I think I'm going back inside.
So like figures that out. See it. Listen, you do not know how to drive.
She drives. I drive past the truck all the time. She wouldn't let me drive, but I didn't know how.
I'll tell you about when you drive.
She would not let me drive. She knows I drive it.
They drove rental
This
car
is
up
called my
Boston.
deal. Her and that's her mother.
In the snow.
That's why I get your mother out of the equation and let me deal with it. Let me deal with the girl.
I'm going in here. It's Mama's Day. Y'all can have fun, settle what you want to settle, do what you want to do.
I raised her. I raised her.
Yeah.
She was down. Hell yeah. 19 years. She's my little girl.
There you go.
Years.
There you go.
Oh yeah. I ain't her real daddy. I'm not her real daddy.
Oh, I never.
But I raised her.
I don't know what child he's talking about.
Yeah,
Not a bad
bullshit.
She was not a bad child at all.
No, I
She's
didn't
never-
say she was bad dog.
You're her real daddy, you're just not the blood daddy.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much.
Her dad was around. He was asleep.
No, I said he wasn't his blood dad. No, it's not blood.
Yeah.
Not by blood.
No,
I got pregnant by a 16-year-old.
Jumping across the street didn't do what I did.
Oh, that's just like my son-in-law
He
now.
never took her to, didn't do what I did. I picked her up from daycare, I took her everywhere, I took her all types of shit.
My son-in-law.
Yeah.
I don't remember him doing none of that.
I remember him taking her places like every day.
My son-in-law.
Yeah,
He didn't just marry my daughter, but he adopted the kids. Gave him his last name. No.
He would be like this.
That's you know that's commitment.
Well, he dead now, so I'm the only one here. So that went down to me.
Enjoy Mama's Day.
I'm not the only one.
You're about to what?
You didn't ask us what we wanted. Nothing.
I've been telling her for 2-3 hours.
No, we've been telling you for 5
She does
hours.
not want to tell me.
It's always all the time.
All the time.
I'm gonna let them argue that one out. Will he be flying in some lobsters and steak here in a minute? Lila looks guilty as hell at something. Oh, she might just want a drink. Hey. Oh, there's water there. Put some more. She looked guilty though at something. I haven't figured out what yet. What's up, Jack? What's up, buddy boy? Yeah, you're a good boy. Oh, goodness sakes. Deja vu with the transmission again. This time I'll get it right. I find it kind of ironic and funny that, you know, once again I get the wrong seal. But when I went to the transmission shop and got you know, got the rear seal, it works fine. Matter of fact, when I first pulled the brake shoe off on the back, I don't think 5 drops of transmission fluid come out. It was till I put it on a pretty big tilt before any come out. I didn't mean to put it on that tilt, it just happened. But I only puked out a quart maybe of the whole ordeal compared to 1.5 gallons last time. Well, any comments, concerns, quirks, or anything? I don't know if maybe I lost comments or not, because I haven't seen one for a little bit. Somebody say something. Let me know the chat is still operational. Please. Hello? Anybody gonna let me know if this chat's operational? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Will. I didn't know if it was operational now. I wanted to make sure. Because I hadn't seen a comment since your last one about the transmission. And I agree, you know. I've seen transmissions with cracked housings and you know, broken bolts and all kinds of stuff myself. Say, I don't normally work on, repair them or nothing, so I don't know shit about them. I didn't know a 350 and the 400 turbos seals interchange. I learned that today. I actually Googled it when Doug was telling me about it. And sure enough, it said, because he thinks he's got one from his racing car. And sure enough, I Googled it and it said, yeah. So that was pretty cool. That's what I'm saying, deja vu, truck hinge. Just like truck hinge. Except I've got concrete ground. I've got a jack and a half, you might say. I've got a little bit better conditions that I can work in right now. I was trying to hurry at truck hinge, you know, beating weather, and it was good, and it could have been great, but it wasn't. You know, it is what it is. I appreciate them letting me stay out there. I appreciate trying to do it there and all. It just, you know, and I think that's when I let the transmission slip and maybe put that seal in a bind overnight. Who knows? I'm going to say that and pray that that's what it was. That I say, damn, I should have jacked it up and took the pressure off of the torque converter, you know, which I should have. But I told myself, it ain't going to hurt. Well, it might have. I'm hoping it did. And, you know, I can forgive myself for that dumbass mistake. I'm the one redoing all the work. So, no harm, no foul, you know. Not really. I'm getting pretty good at it. You gotta admit, I'm getting pretty good at it. Here it only took me the one day, knock on wood, to get her all down and everything, and I really had no headaches. 2.5 hours, it was down, out, done. You know, back when I was younger, I could do it in 2 hours, but I was happy with 2.5 today. That was pretty good. Oh, damn, be careful. Oh, I hear you, Will. I hear you. And see, that's what I think. I think I screwed up that seal, and I can blame it on being a cheap seal, or I could tell you how the transmission did fall forward and the torque converter came out of the lock. Okay? So I don't know if maybe it cocked it a little bit or whatever. All I know is I tried to turn it, and it didn't want to turn. And I knew it wasn't going to continue to fall out or nothing. It's wedged, everything's wedged in there. I said, screw it, I'll mess with it in the morning. And when I told myself that, I thought, well, I probably ought to jack that up to take the pressure off the, you know, spine, the seal, whatever. Because it had to have a little pressure on it, or you would have been able to spin it, you know what I mean? So, and by having that thought, You know, that little voice telling me you should jack that up and take the pressure off, if nothing else. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I just know how my luck and stuff is. I was shown, hey, you need to take the time per minute and just, you know, if you want to quit for the night, that's cool. Jack it up, take the pressure off the torque converter, whether you want to push it back in or whatever. But you know what I mean? Don't leave it leaning against the engine with that torque converter binded. And I didn't. So, you know, I just hope I correct the problem. Oh. What do you mean the torque converter is... Oh. Okay. You mean the shaft of it? Yeah, I mean, I think that's what happened. I think it came out, and if I jacked it up, no, you know, it probably wouldn't have hurt it or nothing. But by leaving it hang for 8-10 hours, binded and all, settling, you know, them hours, I could see where it would have done something to that seal. I'm hoping that's what it was. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just going to be a hell of a lot more careful and not let that torque converter slip out after I lock it in, knock on wood. Yeah. I'm going to put it so close to the engine where it goes up, it can't slide forward, you know what I mean? And I'll take it up one block at a time. Definitely going to do it a little bit different putting it in this time. And the seal. I do remember when I tapped the seal in, it was pretty hard to, you know, trying to tap it in at first. And when I kind of turned it and this, that, and that a little bit, and I tapped it tapped right on in. You know, boom. And I was surprised because it was aggravating like a seal is in the beginning. You know, getting it started before you go around it. And then it's like I moved it a little bit, whatnot, and tapped it and just like tapped right on in after that. So that was kind of weird. But whatever. I think it was my dumb ass letting it hang all night with the torque converter, putting it in a bind. I would say it was that more than I would that it was a cheap, faulty seal. You know what I mean? I could blame it on the cheap, faulty seal, but I think it's my responsibility that if this fix it, to say, oh yeah, yep, my dumb ass should have did what my conscience said and jacked that up, and it would have saved me a hell of a lot of work and a couple of dollars. But I'll be happy as hell and no regrets if I put it up in the next day or two, whatever, and I put some paper under it and run it for 10 minutes, and I get no, I'll be just so happy. Well, I appreciate it. Woo. Damn, that soda's good. If I do it enough, I get good at it. True story. True story. If this don't fix it, the only other thing I could think of is start looking for another transmission. You know, take it to a transmission shop, see what they say it is. I mean, I don't know. They'd probably want to charge you to diagnose it then. Maybe there's a U-Pull-It around here or something. Or maybe, you know, close by that you can get a transmission, you know, for 150, 175, 200 bucks or whatever. I mean, I'd hate to have to do that, but if worse came to worse, you know what I mean? And then I'd get to do it all over again, you know? But I'd also have to go to the junkyard and pull one out there. So go remove this one, and put the one I got in. So 2 removals and 1 install if I had to do that. But I'd be damn good at putting them in and out by then, wouldn't I? I mean, I'm looking at it worst case scenario. Yeah, Will, because see, I really don't want to take off in uncharted towns and this, that, and the other, leaking tranny. With the leak I have now, yeah, I really don't want to be traveling with it. Like I say, it's way worse. It's bad enough 150 miles, you know, quarter transmission fluid. Yeah, I think it's leaking a whole lot worse now. So hopefully the new seal seals it up. If not, like I say, I'm going to have to cripple around until the 1st, and you know, like I did there in freaking truck ends. And on the 1st, you know, go buy one. Or if I can get someone to loan me the money until the 1st. So, either. Hopefully that don't happen. Because I don't want to have to buy another transmission. I don't want to have to go pull another transmission. I don't want to have to put this in for another time after this one. So, hopefully the good Lord just helps me and guides me. I could use some good prayer. Yeah. You told me back in the beginning you would to fix it. It wasn't doing that bad enough. I mean, I knew the good Lord was going to get me to truck hinge and stuff. I just knew that. I know I'm going to get to Florida and see my family. I know it in my heart. But like I say, I'll learn a lot when I put this up, and you know, I set and run it 10 minutes or whatever, you know. I had half a cap full of fluid on the ground or whatever when I ran it last time for 10 minutes. I should have none. If it still leaks and drips when it shuts off and whatnot, I'll have to park different places or whatever, you know, just not drive very far, kill a couple weeks to the 1st and get a transmission and put in it. Hopefully that don't happen. Yeah. Well, hopefully the seal fixes it. But if not, there is another option. I mean, not all's lost. I mean, heck, it's a heck of a lot easier to go and get a transmission and put in this than an engine. And y'all seen me put an engine in it. Right through the driver's door, you know. Yeah. So if need be, I could do a transmission swap. Hell, Doug had a couple of them a couple years back, but of course he got rid of them. But when he was scrapping and stuff, he had a couple of them. And they're all over, you know, they are. There's a lot of vehicles with the 400 turbo in it that are around. Oh, did you see where Big Stank last night put Baby Live? Copying what you and Doug say? I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah. I wouldn't think that'd be very hard to find at all. Man, there's so many old motorhomes parked and stuff, you know. Yeah. I would think that'd be pretty easy, but I could be wrong. All them delivery vans and stuff, you know, all them trucks that, you know, broke down, got in wrecks and stuff. Yeah. But I don't know. I guess I'm going to find out, huh? If it still don't take care of the problem, I guess I'm going to find out. I don't want to find out. Because I either got to kill a couple of weeks or borrow a couple $100. Yeah, a lot of people crushing it and stuff like that, just getting rid of it. You're right. You're right. Yeah, I didn't think about all them years. Oh, hell, that guy there by Truck Hinge. Yeah, Topeka, Kansas. That guy in the motorhome, he's got one over there. I need to get a hold of them and ask him how much he wants for it. Just in case I need it. I just thought of that, remember? Yeah, there's a guy there at Truck Hinge if he still got it. Because he asked me what I was doing, the one guy that does some scrapping in the back and whatnot. And I told him I was putting seals in on the 400 turbo. He said, oh, I got one of them sitting over here on the ground. Yeah, I wonder what he'd want for it. No, I might have to call out there and see if he still got it and if it's available and how much. If this don't correct the problem, but that'd be something, you know what I mean? If I had to get one and he had one and it was pretty good, that'd be all right. I just thought of that. I would think, you know, that he'd probably sell it to me for a couple hundred.
Want to go to the gas station?
No, I'm fine.
Hi, check it out.
Tell him thank you though. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. But he had just scrapped the motorhome and caught on fire, I think. Now I don't know how many miles or anything like that. But you know, if it's reasonable, I could give Doug, you know, $100 or someone. I'd have to do about $100 to have it shipped. You know, it's 65 miles. Might cost a little over 100. Most people want 50 cents a mile or better. Oh man, it'd be great to have solar for it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, at least. At least. Huh. Well, I don't know about the 24 volt, but at least, yeah. Damn, I got an inverter, but I think it's even bigger than a 24 volt. But 24 volt wouldn't be a bad idea. It really wouldn't. It's either 36 or 48. I think it's 48 volt. Yeah. Oh, at least that's 30 amps. That's basically 30 amps, Will. So yeah, that you'd want 3,000 watt. Yeah. You'd want at least a 3,000 watt inverter. And that should cover everything I need. You know, that's what the RVs are, 30 amp. So that's what he's telling you, the 3,000. Just like the generator I got. I think it's a 34 though. And 46 max. Yeah, it's a 30 amp unit, yeah. Yeah, he's telling you right. Let her run all your 30 amp service, you know, which is what this RV is designed to be ran on. You know, the hot water heater, refrigerator, the AC, everything in here was designed to run on the 30 amp system. The Onan generator, the shore power, everything. I've got one, but I think it's 48 volt, if I'm not mistaken. And the sucker's brand new. Brand new. Big. If I get someone to trade me that down to a 24 volt one, I'd be happy. Maybe I put it on Marketplace or something sometime when I'm setting, hell, maybe even depending on if I get stuck here for a couple of weeks in Missouri, waiting on a transmission and check, I might check out Facebook Marketplace or something, I guess. I'd rather be on the road and traveling. Oh, I think it's the 3,000 watt. I think it's 3,000 watt. Yep, 3,000 watt. Like I say, she's brand new. But let me set you down for a minute. See if I can get this out here and see how many volts it is. Look. It's big and it's heavy too. Hell, I can't see. Let's go inside. The sticker might have came off and said how many volts it was. Hey! Set you all down a sec. Woo. I think there was a little white tag on the bottom that said peak power is 6,000. It's 3,000 watt running and it has a peak power of 6,000 watts. 48 volt DC to 120 AC. This is double what I need. Double, you know, I want 24, not 48, but it's 3,000 watt with a peak of 6,000. Well, I don't, because I'd have to go to a 48 volt system, and man, you know how many batteries that is? I need 4 batteries minimum to make that. That ain't too bad. That's not really too bad, 4 batteries anyway. But to have a lot of storage, you would have to have 4 giant batteries. I don't know. I'd much rather find someone that would trade down. Someone that needs a 48. Someone that, you know. So you get 48 by putting 4 batteries together. In series, just like you do the to get you put 2 to get the 24, and if you put 3, you're going to get 36 volt, and if you put 4, you're going to get 48 volt. Isn't that called parallel or something? One is series, which is you can put a dozen batteries and it won't change the voltage. But if you do it the other way, it changes the voltage by 12, right? Now, you can't run a 48 volt system off of one 12 volt battery. No. Absolutely not. You put a 12 volt battery on this, it's going to tell you low power and do nothing. Yeah. Diesels, they take two 12 volts and they run them parallel, a positive to the negative, and boom, out the other end, you get the 24 volt. 48 volt systems is two 24s, but they got to be in parallel with it to make it double it like that. Oh yeah, well see, one is called series. I think that's series. If you go negative to negative to negative, negative, positive, 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 absolutely. You have 12 volt. 12 volt. You won't get nothing but 12 volt. But if you do it parallel, where one battery go positive to the negative of the other one. And now you have 24 volt. Question is, can you put a third or fourth battery in series? Is that how they change it up? I think it is, because golf carts in Portland, they're 48 volt. It's two 24s combined. I mean, I don't know. I'll have to research it. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have to have 4 batteries to use the system, and you know, I really need more than that to have good storage, because just 4 batteries ain't going to give me a whole lot of time if I don't have, you know, the power, the sun and whatnot. If I went to the 24 volt system, I'd still have 4 batteries. Yep, I'd make 2 banks of 24. And then that way I've got double storage and everything. You know what I'm talking about? A 48, I've got to have 8 batteries to have a battery backup. You see what I'm saying? Shit, it's going to be hard enough to buy 4 and to have the storage and whatnot for 8. Absolutely ridiculous, you know what I mean? So I don't want to go above a 24 volt system. I don't. Oh, the controllers, I know they're cheap. $20, $30. All it does is regulate the charging, and whether it's 12, 24, 48, or whatever. Yeah, I know that. The money's in the batteries and the inverter. Panels are cheap. Panels are practically free. You know, just depending on who you know and where you go and whatever, you can get them from damn near free to $50 panels, whatever. And I got 2 that I think are pretty damn good anyway. And they're like 72 volt or something like that. I forget. Of course, they can be knocked down. Oh, I've got 2 nice panels. They charge in the shade, Will. The panels I got, I bought them off that old veteran from Quartzsite. And yeah, they charge damn good. I set them out in the sun and put a light bulb on it. You know, it lights it up. I charge battery with it. Yeah. So, matter of fact, I took one and put leads on it and made a battery charger. Because one time I needed to charge a couple months ago, and I was like, oh shit. Cool, right on. Yeah, iron 10 minutes. Oh, I'm tired.
Jim, it's so vibrating in that car.
Yeah.
It's super vibrating. Oh, wow.
No, I don't have the batteries, and that's the most expensive part of the whole damn deal, is the batteries. That's the most expensive part of the deal, is the batteries. Batteries are $300 a piece. These inverters, they're $300 for one. You know, I only need one inverter, but I need 4 batteries to use this inverter. Yeah. I'll either go 12 or 24. I wouldn't mind going 24 volt, but there's no way I'm going 48. Ask him what he thinks about my chances are of finding someone trade or sell this one and just buy another one or what. Somebody back up to the church doing donuts. Nah, I don't want used batteries. No. The reason, I mean, they're expensive, but they're reasonable enough now. You don't want someone else's headaches or nothing. You know, I'm talking about electricity for, you know, the next 5 years or whatever. I want good new batteries, my brother. If you're going solar, you got to go ahead and spend that $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, whatever it is, to do it. I mean, you save it in 1 year, and you get all your money back in 1 year, easily. Not by not running the generator or not being plugged in or paying rent somewhere or something. Yeah, in 1 year the whole system pays for itself. But you got to have that like $2,000. If I didn't have the panels and stuff, I'd say $2,500. But you got to have at least $2,000 to go solar. Oh, I am too. But I would have to find some, you know, maybe if there's a battery place that's got good used reconditioned, you know, where they take them apart, flush them, put new acid in and all that. I would go with used batteries or reconditioned batteries maybe. Oh, well, if you could find some good, but see, you don't know. Yeah, I mean, heck yeah, if you could find a good deal on some, heck yeah. But you'd have to find them, find out what year they are and all that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be against used batteries, but I'd be very choosy about the used batteries I bought. I would much rather them be new. But if I knew someone that was selling a set, or if I knew somebody that got in a pinch and they had to sell them or something, yeah. Well, sometimes you have to. They may be good prices on used batteries out there, but I doubt it. Now, I could be wrong. I think the best place is go to one of them reconditioned battery ones, That way, you know what you're getting, and you guarantee, if it's a year, 2 year, whatever. You know what I mean? That's probably the best way to go if you can find one. Some bigger cities and stuff. I mean, I've seen them a couple places, not all over, but like Albuquerque, New Mexico had used batteries. Florida, well, growing up Tampa, they had used battery stuff, and they actually, cut the tops of the batteries open, rinse them out, everything, weld the lid back, a new lid on it, whatever, fill it with acid. They basically rebuild the batteries and then charge them up and sell them. Hey. Well, you don't want to use recreational battery. You want to use deep cell. That's what I say. I want to buy the batteries that are made specifically for this. Ask your friend or your brother who ever about it. Hey. Because they got to be able to go up and down, and you don't want cheap batteries. They overheat, cause a fire. Yeah, I mean, I've done a little bit of background on it and stuff, and it's like you shouldn't use Walmart marine batteries or nothing like that, man. Not on an electrical system. If you're going to do it right and all, you need to get these batteries that are made to handle the heat.
I can ask Dad. You can sit in the car if you want to.
No, I'll pass. I'm good. Yeah, well, they make special batteries that are deep cycle, and like I say, they're made for they generate a lot of heat, Will. They absolutely do, especially if you're draining off 30 amps and stuff, trying to use an AC and stuff. Oh, yeah. I mean, you have the batteries and everything to hold it, but you're putting them, they definitely say not to use like car batteries and stuff like that. Yeah. Hell, an inverter, a 3,000 watt 12 volt inverter would drain a car battery without the engine running down in no time. I mean no time. 30 minutes at most, something like that, without the constant charge of an alternator. And the solar panels, so that's why you don't have just one battery. It's ideal on a 12-volt system to have 2, 3, or even 4 batteries. Me, I'd love to have 4 batteries, and I was thinking about doing the semi batteries, the 8D. They have them in marine deep cycle, but I hear that, because of the heat and everything, you're a lot better going off with the lithium or whatever the hell they are. But they're supposed to handle the heat, the constant, charging and discharging and all that. So, just reading reviews and people building systems and fires and this, that, and the other, what inverters not to get, and, don't be cheap on the wiring, go thick and all that crap. Yeah. Because you are making a power plant, basically. No, I know you didn't say regular battery. Yeah, but your regular, like Walmart deep cycles, they're not made to be charged and heavily discharged like that. Those are made for car use, this, that, and the other. Sure, they're deep cycle, but they won't handle the heat and everything. A regular lead acid battery is not suggested. Maybe they boil over or whatever. I don't know. But yeah. What I've seen and studied on it, yeah, you don't want to use car and truck batteries. Because, see, I thought, oh, yeah, I'll just go to Walmart and get me 4 of the $100, deep cycle marine batteries, and that'd be great, It will run it and give me great, but, yeah, trying to run an AC and whatnot, yeah, they're going to heat up, and people have had fires and stuff from them, I guess. I'll have to do a little bit more checking into it, but if I understand right, that's the problem. That's why these tests and all that, they have these lithium battery, whatever, that's high heat when you charge it, and just like they use a lot of power when they're going down the road, the juice of it. So the regular batteries wouldn't work in a Tesla. And like I say, I had the idea when I first wanted to go solar years ago and whatnot. I had the idea, and for temporary. And if you're not going to use it for like running ACs and temporary power and whatnot, yeah, that's a good way to do it. Get you a couple of deep cycle car batteries and, light refrigerator or something. But to get 30 amp service, like to run ACs, a heater, a fry pan or anything like that, yeah, because when you start drawing the 30 amps, you're drawing a whole lot of juice out of that batteries. I mean, it's there, but the moving of it and everything and the constant charging of it and everything, they heat up. And I guess they heat up quick. But ask your friend, see what he says to me or about it. Maybe he knows why. Or maybe he'll tell me that's a internet hack or something. I don't know. It sounds legit to me. Hey! Hey! Girlfriend, quit doing that. She's a little terror. This one's a little terror. You're a little terror. You in there kicking ass. I didn't ask for your input. He's asking to get out. I didn't ask for your input. Hey, little girl. Yeah, there you go. Why? I've got 3 of them that can speak now. This one is speak on command. Hang on a minute. Here, come back over here and watch this. Speak. Speak. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, dog abuse. Dog abuse. Did you see me abuse my puppy there? Yeah, I grabbed it by the scruff of the neck, picked it up. Did you hear it yelling and screaming in pain? Oh my gosh, poor little thing. Yay. Huh? Say hey. He was the first one to learn how to speak. I love how they hold on to my hand. Here's a sweet one. You want to go bug mama? Go bug mama. Hey, who's else going to speak? Say, whoop. No rough, no gout, no whining. You got to learn to speak. Say, whoop. Who did that? Oh, you did. Yeah, he did. He said, whoop, whoop. Don't use what battery? Hang on, I gotta. Oh, I'm sure he's got a whole lot of money in his system. AGM battery. I don't know what that is. Yeah, no, I'm not saying gel. They're lithiums or something like that. Yeah, but they're not regular like car batteries. They may be lithium or something like that, but they're specifically made for solar systems, pretty much. If you Google them, you'll see them and whatnot. Back years ago, they were $700-800 a piece and stuff. Now they're down to $200 and $300. I think. Oh, my little boy. Say, "Boop." Can you speak? You want to speak? Say, "Boop." He says, no. He says, no. He says, no, I'm not going to. I'm free. I don't have to speak right now. Oh, he crossed his paws. Oh, you're a sweetheart. You crossed your paws. Yeah. You crossed them paws. Who else is going to speak? Anybody else? Tell me. No, whiners don't work. They were $600 each. Yeah, I could bet. I could bet. See, that's what I say. The batteries are the most expensive part of a solar system. That's why you can't just go get a deep cycle at Walmart. I mean, you could, but you're asking for a lot of trouble. Woo. I got mama and 2 puppies here playing with me. They don't get cuter than that. It don't get cuter than that. And Mama and two of the puppies playing with me. Yeah. Yeah, biting on my shirt and shit. Right on. Right on. That's 2,400. You know? Yeah, I wouldn't want to buy 2,400. $600 would buy me 4 new ones. You can get 4 for $600. My buddy said you get batteries for 140 to 1. Oh wow, cool. That'd be great. I mean, I heard they come down in price. I heard like that batteries come down in price, but yeah, that would be good. That'd be great. I don't see me having that kind of money for quite a while, but yeah. It would take a pandemic check, a stimulus check, a tax check, some sort of a check for me to do something like that. I don't see me getting it. Maybe next year when this is all over and stuff, I can do some work or something on the side and make a little money. Go be a door greeter at Walmart or something. Ow! Ow! He's biting the shit on me. He's biting the shit on me. You little shit. Little shit. That ain't tenderloin steak. That's my arm. Hey, that's not tenderloin steak. That's my arm. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Buy one a month or something. Yep. Absolutely, Will. That's not a bad idea. 6 months I could have a system. You know? If I did that, 6 months I probably could have a system. You know? Yeah. 4 months for buying the batteries, and the other 2 months, same type of money to get whatever else I needed. Whoa! Bye-bye. Ah! No, you're done for tonight. Go to bed, bye. Hey, please do. Please do. It's like I got this inverter at a damn good deal. The guy was stuck, needed money, and the pawn shop wouldn't take it because they couldn't test it. Because it being 48 volt. They had no way to, you know, if it was 12 volt, they could have hooked it to the car outside, you know, but they couldn't test it. So they wouldn't offer them a penny on it. And I mean, it's brand new, the box, everything. So I'm pretty sure she's brand new. Might have been a trucker, a trucking company, you know, whatever. I don't know if they got 48 volt system, whatever. Got in a pinch, needed some money. Who knows? I know I got it at a great price, and if I can trade that or sell it and buy a smaller one, I'd be happy as hell. Yeah, but ask your buddy how many batteries I would need. Ask your buddy how many batteries would I need to run 2 days, without sun or whatever, to have backup power. I'll be damned. Well, I may have to check into that. I may just have to check into that. Let me see the links you send me, and I'll look up the specs on the batteries and all that. I mean, you could be right. Solar's came a long way. So, I'm not going to say, but I'll look at the specs and stuff. If I can do it with 4 batteries and, have 2 days of power, just in case no sun or something, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be all I needed. Absolutely. So, hell, all I needed then is like 4 batteries, the charge controller, the wiring, and the mounting bracket, that'd be good. Yeah, I mean, I would think that I would have to have 2 banks of 4 to last. Tell them I want to have enough power in case I don't have sun for a day. I need 2 days of power. How many hours would I get off of 4 batteries? Oh. Cool. Right on. What? Oh, I didn't ask you. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I'm rough. 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 How you doing? Yeah, rough. That sounds a lot better than that whining bullshit. Yeah. No whining. Rough. Good boy, use your voice. Ruff, 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 ruff. It beats hearing 8 of them cry. Ruff, 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 ruff. I gave you a voice. I'm not asking if you want to get out. I taught you how to do it. Oh. The trick is when I ask you to do it. Yeah. Then you get to come out. Yeah. Not just because you're doing it. Yeah, not just because you're doing it. You're no cutie. They're so doggone cute. I want to keep them all. I want to keep you all. Yeah. I want to keep you all. They all got their own little personalities and stuff. Even if they jump on my finger, bite it, and tear me up, I go through hell with my finger, and they grab the bandage, Whew. I should have cleaned up today, but I thought I was putting that damn transmission seal in. So I'm going to get cleaned up here in just a bit. And hopefully work on that damn thing tomorrow and get the rest of the way up. Oh! I didn't know if Doug was going to try and find that seal today or tomorrow or whatever, so I kept waiting to maybe get her done. No problem. I'm thinking he's going to tell you 8 or 12. Of course, I could be wrong. I don't know their capacity, their amperage, none of that. So, I don't know. That's why I say I'd have to look at all the data on them. Stuff like that makes my brain hurt. I figured when I had the money, I'd sit down and figure it all out. Well, yeah, but how many batteries does he have for his system is the question. And what volt is his system? See, I know people's got 12-volt systems, and some have one battery, and it works fine until there's no sun or nothing, or if they use a little bit too much power. Then they have to plug in and run a generator to get back, whatever. I know other people that have 2, 3, 4 batteries, and they don't have to worry about it. They can go off grid a couple of days because they're running off the same, 12 volt, but out of other batteries. I would think yeah, well, see if he's using a 24 volt system, four makes sense. That's 2 banks of 24. The main bank so you got double storage of 24. You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying is if I go 48 volt, one bank is 4 batteries. To have a backup power bank is another 4 batteries. But if he's running 24, that's a battery, 2 batteries and 2 batteries. That would be about right, You want double what you think you need. If you think you need 200 amp hour battery, well, you get 400. But, I mean, that's not bad. If he can get 4 batteries for 600, you're only talking 1,200 to have 2 banks of batteries. Sounds expensive, but it's really not, and it's not bad for new batteries on a solar system. You know what I mean? It's not bad. Well, shucks, I think I'm getting ready to get out of here. You can always hit me up Messenger if you want there, Mr. Will, if he lets you know back. But I think I'm about ready to end the live. Please join me tomorrow at noon or 7 on YouTube. Oh, hang on. You just said, he said. He said what? Oh, okay. Well, hell, that's not bad. And if you wanted AC use, you could have a couple battery banks. So that's not bad. Yeah, I appreciate that. And tell your friend I said I appreciate it too very much. I may have to check out that link, and after I get my transmission shit straightened out, maybe I can buy a battery next month. And one the month after that, that'd be cool. Right on. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Not that you go without sun for, but that sounds cool. And I could always start with one battery bank, and if it don't work out enough, add another one. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. No, son. Sounds good. Well, hey, people, let me get out of here. I got to go do a sink bath real quick and eat everything, get some sleep, hopefully get the part I need tomorrow and get all filthy again and put her in. So until tomorrow noon or tomorrow at 7 on YouTube PM or 420 on Facebook, I'm going to say good night, folks. It's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. If we try, we can all get along. My dogs love you. I love you. Jesus loves you. Have a great night. And hey, Will, thanks a lot.